it's me, Big Hug ASMR. And in today's video, I'm just going to do a little bit of a scalp massage and a lot of rambling. Just a generalized ramble about what's been going on with me lately. A few videos ago, I posted a scalp massage video, and I feel like halfway through I kind of just lost the rhythm on how the mic brushing should sound to actually count as a scalp massage. So I feel a little bad. I feel like people clicked on that video expecting a proper auditory scalp massage. And I feel like maybe I didn't provide that. So I'm gonna try again today to make it a little more realistic, to make the sounds a little more appropriate. But of course I'll be stopping to whisper and ramble. So it's not purely about the scalp massage. Scalp a little more loose. Now I'm free to ramble. It's kind of nice to just do some general talking about my life for a change. Normally I just talk about ASMR related things, or try or struggle to think of relaxing or interesting or thought-provoking things to say. I'm really excited because right now, well, over the next few months probably, I'm going to be building a chair specifically for recording ASMR. Building it out of wood, of course. I mean, you could build a chair out of other stuff, but I only know how to build things out of wood. months ago, I got a new microphone stand for this Blue Yeti. And it's really awesome. It's a nice upgrade above just having the microphone sitting on a table in front of me. It's a lot easier to record without making bad sounds from rocking the mic, because it can rock now. Because it's got a stand. It doesn't add any bad sounds to the video. But because of this new microphone stand, I can't lower the mic enough to have it work with the chair setup that I was using before. So now I have to record on an office chair, like kind of maxed out, set really high up. But this computer chair creaks a lot, and it's actually the biggest source of editing breaks that you see in my videos. I lean a little bit and the chair makes an awful creak, which has to be edited out. I'm not a jerk. I wouldn't just leave those kinds of sounds in my videos. If you ever catch one, please let me know in the comments so I can edit it out. I have no other chairs that are tall enough, I decided I would just build myself a chair. And with how I'm planning to build it, I think I can build it so that it won't be creaky in any way, that it won't creak in any direction, and I can lean and change positions as much as I need to, without causing some bad sounds. Because everybody is here for some nice, friendly sounds. We want those good sounds. I'm going to try to build the chair without using any metal hardware, so without screwing it together. So to do that, there are a few different ways, but I'm going to try a new way to build things, which is, I think, one of the oldest forms of joining wood. It's called mortise and tenon, and essentially, actually, it's not important. I know ASMR videos are meant to relax you or try to put you to sleep, try to help you get some sleep, but no one needs to hear me explain the woodworking joint that I'm going to use. It's not that important. But I'm excited to try it. It'll be a new experience for me with woodworking. things out of wood is not a part of my work, so projects always end up taking a lot longer than I expect them to. To have fun building that chair, but I guarantee I will also have a lot of frustration. You can never plan for everything, and with any project I do, I definitely run into some hang-ups that are, at first, just mind-blowingly frustrating, but they're fun problems to solve and conquer. So I'll still look forward to the process of making this special ASMR chair. I mean, it's not gonna do anything special related to ASMR, but it'll give me something nice and quiet and hopefully comfortable to sit on while I record my videos. Just breathe nice and deep. If everything goes good, I think I'll also color the chair and give it a nice sealant, a nice glossy seal. Glossy seals always make colors pop really beautifully. My favorite method for decorating things that I've made is to use wood dye. Dye for wood. It's a lot better than wood stains because it allows you to see so much of the wood grain. Stains are really just kind of thinned paint to some degree. And if you put too much stain, it's just like putting paint on wood. You can no longer see the wood grain. It's the most beautiful part, so I definitely don't want to cover that up. But if it ends up looking good, and if I go through all that effort, because evenly dyeing an entire chair and then clear coating it, that's a lot of work. So I might not do that, or I might do that and have it come out looking not so hot. But either way, I think I'll make a video featuring the chair, just to show what I made. But you probably won't won't see that for about 3 or 4 months because, again, it's super time consuming. And I always want to do a good job taking care of all the little details involved in building something out of wood. It's gonna take a good amount of time. Hoping you're feeling a little bit more relaxed right now. A little bit more calm. A little more at ease. I've only gotten into woodworking as a recent hobby. It's definitely a hobby that lets you know that you're an adult. I mean, of course, you could do it at any point in time, but it's not really something I thought I'd get into when I was younger. It was a new hobby that grew out of a necessity, and then quickly got out of control as far as tool purchasing. I've spent a fair bit of scratch on tools and supplies. It is so much fun though to make useful things for your daily life out of wood, and you can essentially custom make something for the exact, to the exact specifications you need for whatever item you're making, if it's a chair or a table or some gardening related stuff, anything. I've made so many different things there. I'm not bragging, they're all very basic, but it's a whole lot of fun to make stuff. Useful stuff. Useful things. A decade ago or more, my choice for how I would spend my time creating things would be to draw, to make art. Art with air quotes. I'm not, again, making art is fun, but my skills are definitely limited. Not that there's anything juvenile or anything wrong with creating art. It's extremely healthy. something you can do that allows your innate creativity to flow and expand and explore itself. I mean, it's different for everybody, but there are so many different forms of creative outlet. It's good to find the one that works for you. Although I'm not sure, I only know my own experience. Some people might not feel as though they have a lot of options. I don't have any good suggestions, but if you do feel that way, I wish you good luck. And I hope you eventually find something that feels right. Some way to express that internal creativity that all humans have a drive for. That all humans are somewhat driven to do, as far as I know. But maybe it is easier for some. I definitely have an art brain instead of a math brain. Creating art is satisfying because the symbolism that you use is completely up to you. And it's fun because the interpretations of what you make, I mean, unless you're going for extreme realism, there are so many different ways to interpret visual art. Since I'm not amazing at drawing, I would just focus on making really colorful stuff. I guess kind of psychedelic type of art. I would just focus on making stuff that made me feel good when I look at it. Most part, I succeeded. Although I haven't drawn anything in quite a while, maybe a year or so. This probably around the time that I got a table saw and started building all kinds of stuff out of wood. That the woodworking was born out of necessity. About a year ago, me and my wife needed to build a wall, essentially. So we made use the area to let our cats go outside so they get the experience of being outside without the dangers of running around the neighborhood free. And those dangers go both ways. Of course, I'm worried about cars. Worried about them getting hit by cars if they were to go out. Worried about coyotes early in the morning or really late at night. So it's nice to have an area for them to hang out where they get the experience of being outside. The sights, the sounds, the smells, without the danger of being outside, and the danger to other animals. Cats can be nasty little predators. They would eat lots of other friendly, cute animals around the neighborhood. So to build the wall to completely close off this area so that the cats can't get out. Me and my wife had a really fun learning experience, getting used to everything involved. You've got to measure really good and accurate. You've got to frame your wood pieces perfectly. You've got to keep everything squared up and proper so that the end result comes out how you need it to come out for it to work. So to build that wall, we bought our first saw. It's called a miter saw or a chop saw. And that was it for me. In the following year, I ended up buying so many other tools related to woodworking. But I've also had so much fun. Great satisfaction from making things for me or my wife. Things that are useful to us around the house. Things that I think are beautiful or well done. But again, the things I make are still extremely amateur. Very amateur skill level. So don't expect too much from this chair that I'm going to be building. It's going to be interesting trying to edit this. I definitely stumbled with my thoughts a lot, and I probably might have some continuity issues. I think I forgot what I was talking about a few times here and there. I really don't want to stop recording, but this video's gone on pretty long, so it's the right time to end. It's time for me. It's time for me to go. So relaxing, and I hope that it was boring in the right way. Boring in the way that it